talking about?
Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. Sorry, Nikki.
That's a good way to start. Beth is cheaper.
Oh, it's going to be a fun day. Don't miss this one.
Woo! My heater just turned on and I'm wearing a skirt. That was cold.
Oh my gosh. Man, do we have a show for you? It's going to be awesome. So we have Sally, the upside down picker. We have Nikki, the Poplar picker. And we have Lori, the thrifty picker. How's everybody doing today?
I'm here.
We don't have me.
Oh, I didn't see you. I'm sorry. I didn't see your hand, so you weren't present. You know.
Oh, you.
I see. I see your hand.
You.
And we have the silver hair stacker that's here. He's a guest. He's our guest star.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I hope everybody's having a good day.
So far, so good.
Yeah. Hey, we're above ground, so we're doing good.
Mm-hmm.
My dad used to say, anytime you wake up breathing, it's still a good day.
That's right. It's so true. Sorry we started a little bit late, but that's better late than never.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Shelly, I watched your video this morning, and that's Shelly, right?
Yeah.
Creating Happy Mondays.
Yeah.
I watched your video last night. I still need to get a reading from you. I'm off for the next 3 days, so if you have time, I'd appreciate it.
So we have David, we have Shantae, we have Bridget, Grandma Magic Classics, Shelly, Coffee Pot is on. So far, so good. There you go. Yeah, it's kind of a busy morning. I don't know why, but it just was, and just kind of. Whoa. Holy mother. What was that?
That's Nikki.
She was breathing hard on her microphone for some reason.
Being a dick.
It wasn't working, sorry.
I thought she was trying to be Darth Vader.
What in the heck do you have?
Now my ears aren't working.
Oh, all I seen was the little thing, and it looked like a little corn cob. And I was like, what is she doing?
That's funny.
I was trying not to wear my headphones. I was trying to use the headphones as a microphone and my computer as a speaker.
Yeah.
But apparently didn't work. So sorry for heavy breathing on your show.
That's perfectly fine.
I was just trying to avoid looking like a stormtrooper. I wasn't late. I wasn't. Yeah. I wasn't trying to be a creeper.
It's okay. We know the real story. Shelly said, private message me on Facebook. I'm going to be out of town this weekend. So there you go. You can get it all set up.
Okay.
I burnt my fish.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Burnt your fish.
I did.
How do you do that when it's in the aquarium? Did you?
No, I tried.
Flop around and...
I cooked it in the oven.
Aquarium.
Oh, gotcha.
My fish fillet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Fish for breakfast?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that you eat that, and yeah. Yeah.
My body doesn't know you're not supposed to have fish for breakfast.
You and Teresa would get along just fine. She's cheeseburgers and big boys for 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, no, it's got to be eggs and bacon for me.
Well, I like fish and eggs. That's good.
Cool.
I just don't have any eggs this morning, so I got to eat fish.
Ought to put hair on your chest.
I mean, I know it's good for you. Todd, have you reached your boundaries?
You've reached the end of your chain.
You're singing the Irish song.
Todd.
Your ankle bracelet's going off.
Todd, shut up.
I took care of it.
Okay.
Sure that wasn't his ankle bracelet?
Yeah,
So cute.
exactly.
I love Todd.
I love Todd too.
Are y'all talking about me?
Yep.
Oh, cool.
Talking about you.
You reached the end of your chain.
I thought I turned it off.
Huh?
No,
I
I
don't.
didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, it was doing some humming and yeah,
You're singing the Irish song.
man.
It's the dog's fault.
Mm.
So now, because I burnt my fish, I'm going to eat chicken strips.
No, I can do steak and eggs in the morning, but not fish or chicken.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh, I like
Right.
chicken with scrambled eggs. And I take that canned chicken, fry it up with some scrambled eggs, and put tomatoes in it. So good. And garlic.
Isn't that like chicken cacciatore or something like that?
Not with eggs, I don't think, is it?
I don't remember. My mom
No.
used to make tomatoes and eggs, and no. I'd look in that pan. I'm like, what is that slop?
Good though. It looks like slop, but it's good.
She said, "Well, if you don't like it, there's bologna in the fridge." I thought, "I'll take the bologna."
Oh my gosh.
You'll take the what?
Bologna.
Ew. Oh, I don't even. I don't
Potato
like
and
the
eggs
smell of
is
bologna.
just.
I had five slices of Colby Jack cheese and my bagels.
Now I can
Onion.
eat cheese and stuff like that, but I'm just weird, I guess.
I like cereal or eggs and bacon.
Mm-hmm. Or donuts.
I'm a little
like
more.
that too.
I guess I would say I'm a little more traditional.
Well, I like that too, but my bacon is frozen and my eggs are expired, so I gotta go grocery shopping today.
Have you ever had Geta? Homemade Geta? You know what that is?
No.
Oh,
What is
really?
it?
It's called Geta. It's a Cincinnati dish. Really, it's a German dish. It's kind of like pinhead oatmeal with pork and onion.
You
And
know.
it's really, really good. And you mix it up and then you fry it with eggs. And it's really good.
No.
Oatmeal reminds me of snot.
I like oatmeal.
Sorry,
But I
if you're
don't
eating
like it
oatmeal right
fried.
now for your breakfast.
I like oatmeal, but I don't like it fried with onions and
No, it's
stuff.
not. It's called pinhead oatmeal. It's a totally different. It's not your standard oatmeal.
Oh.
You have to try it. They make. There's a brand called Glyers. They sell them in local stores and stuff. I don't know if they have it out your way, but doesn't taste as good. But it's basically the same stuff. Homemade's much better.
Dan said, I love lots of mustard on my scrambled eggs. Dan, you're a guy after my own heart. I
My
love
daughter
mustard.
does too.
Oh, I love mustard.
And she puts mustard on blueberry Pop-Tarts. That's just disgusting.
I eat mustard and peanut butter on toast. That's good. Don't knock it till you try it.
I like mustard on my plain potato chips.
I love mustard.
Y'all
I
are
like.
just weird.
I don't know if I
tell
want to
you-
be in this group anymore.
Yeah, I know. Like I eat mustard, but it's only like I would say I probably eat mustard if I make potato salad, and that's about the only time I eat mustard. I just don't eat it.
I'm not a
I
big
like mustard on sandwiches and hot dogs
yeah,
and corn dogs.
and pretzels. You put pretzels
I like
in it.
mustard on almost anything.
That's about it.
Shantae says we're all weirdos.
And
Yeah,
like I'll
but
eat it in salads and stuff. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
weird.
but you're friends with us, Shantae. So what does that say about you?
Yeah.
Friends with the
Suppose you got a
weirdos.
point there. Man.
That's gross, Shelly.
Ugh.
You
Peanut
love
butter and
us, and
Miracle
we
Whip.
love you. So you're just as weird as we are, right?
My mom's used mayonnaise in making chocolate cakes. I thought that was disgusting until I tried it. It was actually really good.
Oh,
So
it's amazing. It's
if you don't have
it's so much
eggs, you
better.
can use, because if you don't have eggs, you can use mayonnaise because it's basically the same thing. It has your oils and your eggs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I like Miracle Whip on my eggs.
Yeah.
On my scrambled eggs.
No.
And I like, huh?
No.
Yeah.
What did you eat when you were pregnant?
Oh my God. Probably normal stuff.
Yeah.
I had peanut butter and green olives when I was pregnant together.
Oh my gosh.
Let me get my
I
chicken
wouldn't eat
straight.
it now, but
I just liked pickles and
Dang it.
with Job I had like really bad morning sickness. I lost weight with that kid. And but once I hit like 5 months pregnant, I wanted a Whopper and a chocolate shake every day.
Oh,
I had to have McDonald's French fries and Cool Ranch Doritos with Agent, my
I'm
son.
attending.
And with Lacey, it was the peanut butter and green olives.
When I was pregnant with my first daughter, I liked yeah, exactly, Dan. Oatmeal looks like a day after heavy drink. I like oatmeal like an oatmeal cookies or something like that, but yeah, I like malto meal. I think malto meal is yummy, but
Malto meal's old people food.
No doubt.
With cocoa wheats.
Brandon tried to get me to eat malto meal, and he even made it chocolate and everything. And I'm like, this is old people food.
Or what's it called? Ralston's or something like that.
it has a teddy bear on the box. How is it? Well, I guess it doesn't have a teddy bear anymore, but how is it old people food? It's chocolate.
It's like pureed food. It's like
Malto meal? Do you even know what you're talking about?
Yeah.
yeah.
I've had it several times because he had it. He made it chocolate, and then we'd have it for dinner and stuff. I was like, no, we're saving this until we're old. Like, I don't want to ruin it. Like, what if that's the only thing I can eat when I'm old?
Yeah. But if you ruin it, then like you're not gonna be eating.
Yeah, then I'm SOL.
Yeah. Exactly. That's crazy.
Shantae said she loved Chinese food, pickles, watermelon, all separate. LOL during both pregnancies. No,
Yeah.
it's not like Ensure. It's like I have an echo.
It's,
No?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it me
Okay.
or who is it?
I didn't think you did, but
It's like it's almost like
Cream of wheat.
well,
Yeah, thicker than cream of wheat though.
yeah, it's thicker than cream of wheat.
It's
But
so
it's
good.
It's kind of like oatmeal, but it doesn't have
Not
the
snotty.
huh?
It's not snotty like oatmeal is. Not.
Oatmeal's not snotty.
Yeah, it reminds me of snot.
Valerie
like-
snorts.
Gross.
I don't know.
Malto meal is not old people's food. Malto meal, I ate it as a kid. It's not old people's food. It's a kid's cereal.
Don't eat it.
Eat it. It's really good. You got to eat it with milk. You put it in a bowl. You put milk in it with some sugar on top. It is so good.
And it doesn't taste like Lucky Charms. I can tell you that, right? Don't let her fool you.
I make it real quick. It's so good. I love it in the wintertime. It just warms me up on the inside.
Yeah.
I like oatmeal in the wintertime.
I like to eat grits like that with sugar.
Hey,
And
Dan.
I
Dan
don't
said it. Oatmeal
do
looks awful.
grits.
oh, I love
Oatmeal would probably taste good if it didn't look so bad.
Summer.
Gilsamore said, yes, Nikki, multi-meal for the win. Yes.
Black.
No.
our Kroger brand cereal bags have the word multi-meal on them, so I don't know if that's a brand too or what. But
Yeah, it's the same brand as multi-meal, but yeah, I eat eggs and fish with vitamins and Pepto on top.
Oh my gosh. What happened to the traditional eggs and bacon and hash browns?
Yeah, spam and eggs. Yum. That's a fried spam.
Oh my gosh. I hate spam.
spam is good.
Yum.
Otherwise, I won't eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like spam.
Dog food if you don't.
That's nasty.
And my dad wouldn't let us have spam in the house because that's what they lived on in the military. He says, I don't want that in my house. But as I got old, when I got older, I tried it and I actually liked it fried, but I won't eat it. Yeah, unless it's fried.
I mean, when you can have a nice summer sausage, why would you eat spam?
That's right.
Oh, another thing I like is Italian sausage. I get these good Italian sausages at the auction and have that with eggs. That's really good too.
If you can get a nice sausage, why would you eat spam or
fish?
Anything goes good with eggs. I love eggs.
Yeah, eggs and sausage go together, but
I like spam and fried potatoes.
I make spam salad. That's pretty good.
I'm just not going to eat anything that you make, Nikki, ever.
What, Deb? What happened at the bins? She said it was disgusting. Oh, well, that's not good.
God, I'm so hungry. But my tickets aren't done yet.
I know I'm hungry too, and like I might make me a couple of pieces of toast.
I'm
talking the nasty bins, Nikki hungry.
I'm gonna start chewing on Willow's leg here pretty soon. I'm so hungry.
My gosh.
Spam looks like Alpo dog food.
Well, it does.
Oh my gosh.
Or how about some hash and eggs? That's good.
Oh, I love hash. Corned beef hash. Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
Although when I open it, my dogs come running because I think it's for them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it might look like your food, but it's not.
Now that looks like dog food.
Yeah.
Hash does. It's so good.
Mm.
But you can only get Marianne's Kitchen. You can't get any other kind of hash. It's the only kind that's good.
Yeah.
I don't think it much matter to me since I don't eat it.
You guys are just too damn picky.
Mr. Sadie.
Good
morning, friend. Good morning, Amelia Sales and Sharky Mom Deals. Maureen, the Free Pile Picker.
Good morning, everybody.
She said, I took video. If you can tell me how to upload, it'll be my first video. I don't know how to do that.
Well, you go onto YouTube and you click the thing that looks like a camera, and then it tells you can either go live or upload a video, and you click upload a video, and there you go. But it takes forever.
Forever.
What the hell? Did we release the Kraken or what?
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Here.
Ma'am.
Scared the shit out of me. Hi, Lisa Melendez.
That was awesome.
Anyway, anybody reselling today?
Hell no.
Why not? Says,
No.
what the hell is that? I am listing and damn.
Got everybody's attention.
Yeah.
Where is that? I don't. Deb
Deb.
said, "Where is that?"
Deb, did you take the video on your phone? If you take the video on your phone, open up your YouTube app on your phone, and let me look at my YouTube. And then at the top of the screen, there should be a camera. Here, let me turn on my camera, and maybe I can show you. Okay, so I don't know how it is with iPhone, but on a Samsung, it might be the same. I don't know.
Might want to present her, Val.
Okay.
So you got your YouTube app, click on it, and this comes up.
Put it more towards over. Yep.
And you see right up at the top there, right there,
Yeah.
there's a camera icon.
Mm-hmm.
So you click the camera icon, and then it comes up like this. And all that says record or go live. Okay, Deb, I'm wrong. Did you guys record that?
Yep, I got it on tape.
No,
On VCR tape.
Yep.
Okay, that was wrong. Oh, my chicken strips are done. Never mind, Deb. I guess that's wrong. You used to be able to upload it there.
So she did it on her phone?
I'm assuming so.
What I do is record on my phone, download it to my desktop, and then just when you hit the upload on YouTube, you just grab it, and move it over to that thing.
Sorry, I guess I was wrong. It used to be that way. Oh, my chicken strips.
Sharky Mom Dill says, I need help, please.
Stop presenting me.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Where are you?
It says, I have a damaged item, but seller wants to return. States they knew about damage, but is worse than they realized. They wish to return. Is it item not as described? How to get the item returned?
I don't think so. I would have them call eBay. And they can start a return there. I don't think it would be item not as described though. Because if you said that it was damaged, it's basically an opinion if they're saying that it was worse than what they realized. So I would say it's probably an item not as described.
Did you show really good pictures and stuff? Like thorough pictures showing the damage?
And did you list the damage in the
She
listing?
said she did.
And the condition. Yeah. I would definitely, so they admitted they knew it was damaged. So it isn't an INA. No. Because basically it's an opinion, basically, as far as what the damage is. They bought it, knowing that it was damaged. So if they want to return it, it's not an INAD, but they need to call eBay to start the return process. Unless they can, I don't know if they can you just go in and start the return process just through the computer?
Yes.
Okay, then they should be able just to do that then. But they'll have to pay for shipping back to you, unless you have free returns.
Yeah, what they said.
Um,
And if they have an issue with that, then they can just call. I would just say call eBay.
she said I had clear pictures and listed damages. So
Yeah.
I think you got it. Grandma Magic Classic says, I got a question. I can go pick up 20 8mm movies in box, good condition, for $3 each. I keep going back and forth on if I should get them. I bought 15 yesterday and listed and have offers already. Go get them. I mean,
would.
Yeah.
it sounds like you got a good thing going there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're getting offers already and everything, heck yeah.
You know how I think that you can do the upload is if you record the video on your phone, then you go to your phone like you're gonna share it.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what it is. You go to where you're gonna share it to Facebook or whatever, and instead of doing that, you would do it to YouTube and upload it. I think that's how you do
that
it.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. I just thought about that.
Shark and Mom Dill says, are they home movies or production movies?
Are they risque movies?
Well, they might have Nancy in them.
Maybe. Mr. Sadie said I could have gone all day without hearing the words free returns.
I know. But from what I've heard, it's more of like an organic way of them just saying the same thing that's going on right now. It's not anything different.
No.
So
I know everybody is so upset about free returns. And it's like, it sounds like really nothing's going to change that much. I mean, if it's our fault, we have to give them free returns anyway.
Yeah. It's the same, but this is the thing though, is why did they even start it? Why did they even?
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
Well, everybody's in an uproar, and the problem is everybody gets in a big uproar before it happens. And then it happens. God dang it! I burnt my chicken too. Anyways, can't even make something simple like chicken strips. Jesus. Oh, now I burnt my plate. Oh my gosh. It's too hot on my styrofoam plate. Anyways, what the hell was I saying?
Returns.
Free returns.
Yeah. Everybody gets in an uproar, and then it happens, and then they're like, "Oh, well, this wasn't so bad after all."
Yeah.
And I mean, like every time they change the return policy, I've always done it. And I've never had a problem. And like yesterday, like the other day I commented on Steve and Steph's video that, it's not going to be that bad, I think. And, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think it's going to be that bad, and blah, blah, blah. And somebody said, well, if you sold clothing like I do, then you would have issues.
What does that have anything to do with anything? It doesn't.
Well, that's the biggest problem, is the clothing sellers think that that people are just going to start renting their clothes and return them. And, really and truly, I mean, whether you sell clothing or not, if you're that worried about returns, maybe you should rethink your business model.
Exactly.
Because if you're that scared of returns, I mean, it's the same as, shoot, I just started my oven on fire. There we go.
Gosh. Do you need a minute?
No, I'm all right.
Okay.
Don't YouTube and cook at the same time, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm good. Chicken strip started on fire, but it's all good now.
You need like a fire extinguisher or anything? I mean, I
No,
couldn't help you with that right now, but
I'm good.
okay.
Anyways, everyone just thinks it's just going to be such a bad thing, and I really honestly don't think it's going to be as the sky is not falling like everybody thinks it is.
No.
And we go through this every time there's an update. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, the sky is falling!" Chicken Little goes running through the town, and then all of a sudden they realize it's not that bad, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, well, whatever, you know." But
yeah, everything will be okay.
it's going to be okay.
But it's
Because, like I said, most people, even the people that buy clothing, are not buying things to return them. Yes,
no.
there's jerks out there no matter what you sell. There's people out there who are going to do stupid shit. But those people are not going to come out of the woodwork any more than they were before.
Right.
You know, there's still going to be those people out there who do stuff like that. But like I said, most people on eBay are like you and me. They're buying something because they want it.
Right. And really, to return something is more of a time suck of what's the word I'm trying to, it's not oh my God, what's the word?
It's not easy when you're not an eBay seller,
because you've got to go to the post office. That's going to mess up your day or whatever, so most people won't even return something, even if they buy it and it doesn't fit or whatever.
Yeah.
They still don't, they'll just give it to somebody that can wear it. So yeah, I think it's just a
And before anybody thinks that I'm saying anything bad about Steve and Steph, I love Steve and Steph, so I'm not saying anything bad about them, by the way.
Yeah.
So everybody knows.
Yeah. To tell you the truth, I'm more pissed off about the wrong email that they sent all the Anchor Store people. I mean, that's more of a crock of shit than the free returns.
Yeah, because most people are going to sign up for that, not calling and saying, "Hey, is this right?" Most people are going to be like, "Oh, look at this deal I get," and they're going to sign up for it.
Yep.
And they said it was a mistake. I don't think it was a mistake.
That's what they said. They said it was a mistake, and it was a wrong amount that they put on there, and
I'd accept that it was a mistake if they sent an email shortly after saying it was a mistake.
Right.
Did they send an email to you guys saying it was a mistake?
Nope.
No. So that makes me wonder.
Yeah.
If it was meant.
I would contact that eBay for Business on Facebook.
That's true.
I would tell them, hey, there needs to be an email that goes out that says that this was a mistake and you're not getting that price.
I think they should have to honor it because stores have to. If they make a mistake on their pricing, big giant corporations have to do that. So why eBay should have to honor it too?
Exactly.
Because it's in writing now. So basically, send it to everybody.
Yeah, I brought that up to them, and they're like, we're not going to do that. We're not doing that. It's a misprint, and that's just the way it is, basically.
They should have.
Yep, they would make us honor it. That's right.
Honor it for the first year, and then make it change, or for 6 months. Honor it for a few months anyway.
Yep.
And maybe not for a full year, maybe 6 months. Say, okay, at least give it to me for 6 months.
Yep.
Since it's your mistake.
Yep. I agree, Lori.
And that's what I did say. I said, because the first time I called, because I called twice just to see if I could get, the same answer, basically. The first time I called, they said, no, it's not true. It's a wrong email. She said, I'm pretty sure, but she said, I'm going to check into it. I will email you back within 48 hours to let you know for sure.
And you never got it, right?
No, I never got an email. And so I called again the same day, probably, I don't know, maybe 2 hours later. And I talked to some other guy, and he said, no, that is not correct. He said, I will definitely let these, let the upper management know about this. And I said, well, why was this sent out? And he goes, it was sent out by mistake. So,
Okay,
and I said, yeah, I mean,
that's acceptable. I mean, it happens. Things
yeah,
like that happen. But either make it right or send out an email saying either honor the price or say, hey, we made a mistake. We're going to honor the price for at least a month.
right.
Yeah, at least.
And but yeah, or say, hey, yeah, we'll honor the price. If you're going to sign up for a year, we'll honor that price, Or they should have sent out an email right after they started getting calls about it saying, hey, we made a mistake. This is not it, blah, blah, blah. Because there's going to be a lot of people who are not going to call ahead of time and they're going to sign up for it.
Yep.
And I have a feeling that they meant to do that.
Maybe so. I mean, I know me and another anchor store owner that, we're going back down to premium because, we're not when we first signed up for it, those things do not exist anymore. Like the merchant, the dedicated merchant, customer service that you're supposed to get and all this stuff, that does not exist. They did away with that. And so, that was a perk to me. That was considered a perk. And, but they still do have the shipping supplies, but I think I can do just as good being in the premium. It was a great experience, I have to say that. It was a great experience. It definitely opened up my business. It opened my eyes as far as what I can actually do a day and, what I can do if I put my mind to it. It helped that way, but I can still do that with a premium store. So.
True that.
Well, yeah. And Jessica, she opened up 2 separate stores and she's getting more listings for a cheaper price than going up to Anchor. That's an option too.
Yep.
Exactly, Mr. Sadie. And well, first of all, creating Happy Mondays. eBay's whole customer service needs to be revamped. You don't like an answer call back. They all say something different. Exactly. We need to start taping them, eBay doesn't care because they know most of us resellers can't sell the stuff on Amazon that we sell on eBay. Yep. And Mr. Sadie said all of this stuff should be a reminder that our opinion really doesn't matter to eBay. I don't think the sky is falling. However, at some point, all of these little things add up and will affect some. Yeah, and it will affect some. I mean, yeah, some people will. Like I said, I'm not saying that this is not going to have an effect on people. This is not going to have effect on your stores, but I don't think it's as bad as everybody's screaming about.
Right.
Good morning, Pappy. Yeah.
I think I will message the eBay for business on Facebook. I think I will do that.
Well, and like Steve and Steph are telling everybody to call eBay. Okay, that's not real. I don't think. Well, I'm not the end all be all of eBay, so don't take everything I say as the word. But I don't think that is going to help because these are all just customer service representatives. Some of them, most of them probably don't even work at eBay. They probably work in a call center somewhere else.
And they read
and really and truly, I've worked in a call center before. Yep, I understand what you're saying, ma'am, and I will get a message over to the manager and let them know. You just tell them what they want to hear. You don't, there's no way of, there's no way of saying things, because I'm a customer service. I love customer service, and I do everything I can to help customers. And in customer service before, it was not for eBay, but it was for other things. I would tell my manager these things that the customers were saying, but they're like, we can't do anything about it.
Right.
You know, because we're not that company. We're just a separate company that takes their calls. So, I mean, there may be a few call center representatives that do work in eBay, but I bet the majority of them is it's all farmed out to other call centers. It's not, these people don't even work for eBay. And all they're doing when somebody calls is this thing comes up on their computer, a screen, and it has a like a script that you can go by. Some places you have to go by it. Some people it's just for help. And if they have questions, you type the question into their little search thing, and they come up with a bunch of different answers that you're supposed to tell them verbatim. You know, that's usually, I don't know how eBay works, but that's usually how it works. So, I mean, I'm assuming that that's probably the same with eBay. So really and truly, calling these customer service representatives may not even have, unless you could get the customer service representative to send you to somebody who actually does work at eBay, which I don't know if you can. But yeah, I mean, I think eBay for Business may be your best bet to talk to them,
Right.
and tell them your woes, because, you know, he actually does work at eBay. So I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
Yeah. I'm going to try eBay for Business and see what I can figure out.
So for all you people that are out calling eBay, yeah, go ahead and call them or whatever. But I would mention it to eBay for Business just in case it might help. Doesn't hurt, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it may open something up where, you know, I mean, if you have some way to correspond to them without sitting on the phone, you know, and all of that, that might work out.
Yeah, exactly, Dan. He said, look at it this way. The big box stores take hundreds of returns every day, and each store resellers get returns every now and then. And people are overreacting. Yeah. Yeah, Sharky Mom Deal says, yep, Nikki, true. You have to escalate the case to a supervisor. Otherwise, they use standard replies and have no way of varying from it. Yep. Steve and Steph, the resell killers. You should go watch them. I like them. They're fun. They're really fun to watch. And they're making good points. I'm not, and this is not against Steve and Steph. I don't want to say that this is against them. I just don't think that it's really going to help. They're fighting. They're trying to fight eBay over this, and I really don't think going about it calling customer service is really going to do anything. Like I said, because it's all call center reps. It's not. But otherwise, yes, go watch their channel. They do have a good channel.
But yeah, they're really actually a really cool couple that work together, and you know, they do really well. So yeah, and they're funny. They're funny as heck. They're just hilarious, and they're just a cool couple.
Yeah, very nice people. And I understand where they're coming from, you know. And normally, yeah, I mean, they have that monthly meeting at eBay where sellers can go right to eBay and talk about it. I mean, something like that would probably be better than just calling the customer service reps, I think. Or obviously we all can't fly to California. So, you know, get a hold of eBay for Business, and hopefully that'll help.
Yeah.
the fight the man stuff. Don't get me wrong. So I'm not going to say much there. But I will say this. I think the problem is we already pretty much are giving free returns anyway because the buyers are smart enough. They're not going to – I don't get a lot of returns. And out of the returns that I do get where the buyer says, oh, I just changed my mind is maybe 1% or a fraction of a percent because buyers are smart. They all know they go mark item not as described. And you're going to pay for the return anyway.
Right.
Or let them have it. I think part of this is I listened to that video. It sounds like eBay wants to streamline it a little bit on how you can give a partial refund and stuff, which eBay does, kind of promote that partial refund stuff too. So I don't think there's really a lot of change other than they might be streamlining the process. So
yeah, I agree. And I think oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'll say this one thing. I'm not happy with eBay customer service. I like eBay. I'm not in love with eBay. After the whole global shipping thing and how the customer service talked to Jim, I mean, that made me very unhappy with them. I mean, it's the only place that I can go make money and stuff, but I'm not in love with eBay blindly. I like eBay. Anyway.
I love the opportunity eBay has given me. But, eBay really doesn't care. I mean, they can say they care all they want, but they didn't get where they are by giving shit away. And all we are is just another number to them. And I mean, that's the way it is. I mean, everybody says, oh, well, we pay them. They work for us. No, because for every seller that says, oh, I'm not going to sell on eBay anymore, there's like 100 that'll take our place, Yep. So they don't care.
Well, look at how many resellers make videos and stuff, and that's only a fraction of the amount of resellers out there. So there's plenty out there that will, yes. And the people that make these rules, I think they maybe don't get very good input from people that are actual resellers. You have more like corporate people doing this that really don't know the ins and outs of what it takes to resell, like on the internet. Like most of us here do,
Yeah.
It's a corporate attitude when you get big enough where it's like it doesn't matter because there's going to be ones that fill their place.
Hey.
But the problem is, who else thought that way? Kmart, Sears, Montgomery Ward. I mean, eventually somebody called Walmart comes along and they do the hassle. They actually do the hassle-free returns, and and eventually Walmart will go down. Somebody will come along and replace Walmart. Because I think they're just so big they can't. The company gets so big it becomes hard to manage.
I remember what I was going to say. We all really do free returns anyways because they have 180 days to return on PayPal, and PayPal does not look at what's wrong. All they have to do is do a chargeback, and PayPal will give them their money back. Most of the time. So, and a lot of times, yes, if you did what you're supposed to do, PayPal will just give both of you your money. But yeah, I mean, we already do free returns.
Well, and with eBay, it's the item not as described. I mean, if they market item not as described, they could find eBay's going to say we can't look at the item, so we're going to side with the buyer. It's just the way it is. So you could like fight it and get frustrated with it, or just take it and move on.
Right.
I thought that Steven Steph brought up like a really good point about what about returns on global shipping. I mean, that was something that was in the back of our minds, and that's why we dropped global shipping, just because we were spooked and we just didn't want to take returns from global shipping.
Yeah.
And we never sell cheap stuff, global shipping. It's always big, rare, expensive stuff. It ain't like, oh, well, somebody just bought a $9 t-shirt. That stuff never goes global. It's always like when you get better, hotter inventory, and that's the kind of stuff that goes global.
Yeah.
we just got to the point where we're like, I'd rather sell it for $10 less and sell it to a U.S. buyer.
I'm not even sure you sell it for $10 less.
Yeah, I agree. But I'm just using that as an example.
The U.S. is not going to have to pay that outrageous shipping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually had a return with global shipping.
I know
It's been probably about 6 months ago.
And I thought it was around Christmas, because wasn't it around the same time that we had that egg thing that went?
I think so. It was before that, yeah.
A little.
And basically, it was somebody bought a pair of Guess jeans, and they claimed that there was food stains on there, which, you know, I didn't send a pair of jeans with, you know, food stains or whatever, but whatever. You know, they said that I did. It was kind of hard to fight that. So anyway, I said, so, okay, you can go ahead and return it. And they were like, okay, so it's going to cost you, you're going to have to pay them the $25 or whatever they paid, plus you're going to have to pay for shipping for it to get back to you. So because they said it was an INAD. So that was going to cost me another, I think it was going to cost like $25 or $30 to get it back to me, which I was going to have to cover. And so it was going to be $50 that I was going to have to pay out for this pair of jeans to get back to me. I told them just keep them.
Yeah.
You know, I had to refund them, which I was out $25. The jeans probably cost me $3.
Yeah.
So I was out $28.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to have them send those back to me and pay all that money for that item to get back to me. Yeah, I lost a pair of jeans, but I mean, it could have been so much worse. Like, you know, Jim and Tara, I mean, what they went through.
Yeah.
You know, it was just, so yeah, I mean, I still do, you know, sell internationally, but with the global shipping program, but you know, at least I'm aware of that now.
We dropped the global shipping program, and it really has not impacted our sales. Now, I'm not going to say that's for everybody, and I don't want to, like, you know, get people like all scared or whatever. It was in the back of our head what you went through with the return. We had the $200 set of eggs that we got to Kentucky. Because remember, the thing with the global shipping program is get it to Kentucky and we'll take care of the rest. Right. They drop the ball. They don't get it to this guy in Russia on time. He opens up a case. It's 45 days later. They pull the money right out of my account. They pulled that $200 and some out and put it on hold. We said, Jim's like, oh, don't worry. It's global shipping. I'll call, you know, because I got it to Kentucky. And they said, tough titty. Anyway, and we had also right around the same time had to send one of those Buck the Deer heads to Italy. So now Jim's like, oh my God, what happens if something, you know, that thing in shipment or whatever, his ears don't work or his mouth don't work, and this guy's not happy and wants to return it. He goes, I wouldn't be able to afford to have that Buck the Deer head shipped back from Italy back over here. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to drop the global shipping program. And for us, it really has not impacted our sales that much. And we don't have that headache or that worry. Now, I'm not going to say that's for everybody, and I'm not going to diss it, but the egg thing and hearing about your return, it was too stressful.
Yeah.
Because honestly, those eggs went to Russia. If they're lost in the Russian mail system, I mean, my odds of getting it back are nil. You know, and I know I'd have gotten my money back eventually, and I did get my money back on the eggs eventually. But it sort of ticked me off because when you sold me on that global shipping, you said, get it to Kentucky safely, and we'll take care of the rest. They dropped the ball, and they still pulled the money out of our account. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then Jim calls. I go, well, Jim, because he's got regular customer service. We have an anchor store. Remember that? Oh, you have a dedicated representative when you have your anchor store. Jim's like, hey, I want to talk to my dedicated representative. And the guy says, we don't have dedicated representatives. We're all your representative. So there's another BS thing they sold us when they sold us that anchor store.
Yep.
Anyway, I don't want to get too ranty about it.
No, they thought that would be a good idea, but then People thought, well, I got my own personal representative, and they got more calls, and they didn't know how to handle it. So then, of course, yeah, we're going to get rid of it.
Yeah, well, whatever. I don't hardly ever.
Or just a sales play.
For me to call eBay, it's got to be something big.
Hey. I'm talking to our old friend Hank in here. Well, I'm talking to her on Messenger, but I was like, where the hell are ya?
Yeah.
She's just buckling down with school and stuff and trying to finish that up, but she said she's doing good and trying to get back into her old routine and stuff like that.
There you go, Mr. Sadie.
That day, and I will say this, Jim is on the phone, a very level-headed person. I mean, he was yelling at these people. And they talk, like, if you listen to the Steve and Steph thing when they're talking to the representative, they talk in these circles. They don't really tell you anything. It's typical customer service. They sort of talk in these circles, which you're doing with Jim. So then Jim starts answering the guy with his same questions, and the guy was so mad at Jim by the time that call was over. Jim's like, well, hey, how about this? If you're working, when you get your paycheck on Friday from eBay, if they pulled out $200 because of something you did, how would that make you feel? No,
something they did.
Oh.
Something they screwed up.
Yeah.
They pulled up $200
What did he say?
He goes, well, I didn't sign on for that. You're the one who signed on to be an eBay seller. I'm not an eBay seller. I didn't sign on for that. What a delightful answer.
What did he keep saying to you?
Again.
Again.
You don't say, well, again, sir. So I started saying every time I'd start a sentence, I'd say again. That's what made me mad.
Yeah.
So I wasted about 45 minutes of his time because I knew he couldn't hang up on me.
Oh,
and then I recalled again and then wasted probably about another half hour, and then I just got bored and hung up on him.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, Jim was yelling. And I will tell you this, Jim, he acts tough, but he usually does not just yell like that for no reason.
It was the worst customer service I've had over the phone I've had from any company, not from eBay. I mean, their customer service has deteriorated so bad. I hate to call it customer service. They can't, when they tell you they can't help you, they refuse to direct you to anybody who can and tell you they won't. Because I said,
and this was American customer service. This wasn't the foreign phone bank.
I said, you can't transfer me to your supervisor? What happens when you have to talk to your supervisor? Will you send a letter? Oh, well, we have internal phone lines, but you don't have access to that. Isn't that nice? Okay. I felt like the janitor. I felt like I was the janitor in a high-rise building complaining to my boss who's telling me, hey, shut up, you're just the janitor. That's how I felt like being treated. But I mean,
I think you would make a good janitor.
And if nothing else, one good thing might come from this. This might open the door for a competitor. Because that's free market. Right now, eBay doesn't really have a competitor because I don't really consider Amazon a competitor because it's really a different marketplace. If eBay is a competitor, the service will improve on both fronts. I mean, it won't kill eBay, but eBay will have to improve to sellers from going to the community. We don't have a competing platform in it.
The background noise is affecting Jim's.
Yeah, what's going on with the background noise?
I don't know. Not me. I don't have any kids.
I think it's Emily.
It's who?
I think it's Emily.
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 Children should be seen and not heard.
She does that all the time. Every time I say her name, she says, "Ma'am."
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the background noise?
Kobe is. Kobe does it. I guarantee they hear
Tell him to shut it.
I guarantee they hear him more than they hear me because that boy doesn't know what his name is.
No, I heard her more than him. Unless he's got like a girl voice.
Background noise. Background noise.
It's something to him that's making him have a girl voice. I don't know.
Maybe. Oh, kids. Yeah,
So,
I definitely think that, you know, it's something that, you know, we need to be aware of. And if it's, you know, if things are not working for you, you know, you need to make a stand, you know, and, you know, if it's not working for you, maybe you need to cut it out. Maybe you need to readjust and you know, reevaluate your business. Because, you know, that's how you need to, that's how you're going to run your business is by making choices. So
Yeah. And you got to do what works for you. I mean, I don't want to get ranty or preachy and say, well, Jim and Tara dropped global shipping, so that's what I should do. No, you got to look at your own thing and decide if that works for you or not. So I don't want to come on here like bash global shipping, because before that happened, before these events, we were big. Oh yeah, it's great. Global shipping's awesome. All you got to do is get it to Kentucky. You know, we were totally behind it. That morning that happened, we were saying how great global shipping was.
I said it right on the show. I'm like, oh, don't worry. It's a big return, but global shipping will be fine.
And it did end up working out, right?
It did.
We did get our money about 40 days later, I think.
Yeah.
I don't like people telling me stuff like, we're protecting you. We pulled your money out so we can protect you. You're protecting me from my money. How? And especially this wasn't I didn't drop the ball. No, I did not get this thing to Kentucky on time. It was the point of shipping when it leaves Kentucky and goes abroad. It was all in their hands. It was their fault.
Right.
My point
really, global shipping program should have stepped in and handled their business.
You can't talk to anybody at global shipping. Jim tried to.
Right.
Yeah, and normally global shipping does take care of it. Usually if they see it's global shipping, boom, the case is
well, then they change their policy because it's not like that anymore. Yeah, don't think it's still like that, because it's not. No. I understand what they do is. I understand why when that guy opened that case that he didn't receive it, it has to go like it's a regular open case, because if they close it in our favor, the guy can't, like, let's say it shows up and 2 of those eggs are broke. That guy couldn't open a second case on us. That's why they don't want to.
You only get one kick at the can. Yeah. They're doing it. But that's their internal problem, like their internal, like the company they hired to deliver it that didn't get it there on time.
But in a little bit in their defense, don't get mad at me.
I won't.
But they may have held the money because they had to make sure, you know, because there's an investigation into what happened. And normally they do just give your money if it's a global shipping program and they see that it got to Kentucky. Usually they give the money back.
I don't think so.
But
they've changed that.
Listen. No, listen. But because maybe at some point they gave too much money back, you know, when it wasn't supposed to be given back, they just said, oh, it's global shipping, we're going to give the money back. And maybe there were too many where they screwed up on and gave the money back when they weren't supposed to. So maybe now they've changed their rules where they have to go through the whole investigation process.
Which is
so fine. That may be why.
They should tell people
then
that.
Say that.
Yes, they should say that. Yes, I agree.
And have I ever gotten a return on global shipping? No. Can it happen? I absolutely believe
we almost did, but we had to
Yeah,
but we didn't use global shipping program. That we shipped on our own.
No, that was before,
Because I used to always say, God dang, you know, we never get, I wonder what they do there. We never get any returns on global shipping. Maybe they handle that internally or something. I don't know. But yes, you can get the return. And obviously that shipping come back from abroad ain't going to be the same amount you paid to ship it to Kentucky. Anyway, well, whatever.
Well, it's a ladder. It's how high you want to climb up a ladder and jump off it, what risk you're comfortable with. And I'm not comfortable with the global shipping risk ladder. You got to manage your risk.
Yep, that's true.
And if I couldn't sell it somewhere else, like I couldn't sell in the States, but these things they're buying are things that sell in the U.S. too. So I'm like, well, I'm looking at my risk versus benefit.
Yes, they're always better items. They're always better items that are worth more money. They're not run-of-the-mill tchotchkes.
And it's not like an Italian thing I'm sending back to Italy or something like that. It's an American thing. Somebody from Italy happens to be buying. Well, I can sell an American will buy it too. It may take a week longer, but I'm still going to sell it. So.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I don't get enough worldwide sales to worry about it.
Us either. That makes sense.
If I had to stop global shipping program and stop worldwide sales, I don't think it would affect my business that much. So it's no big deal. But there are some people who do a lot of overseas sales, and global shipping program is a good program. There's, of course, defects in the program. I mean, there's defects in eBay all over the place, you know. Good morning, Tina.
Morning, Tina.
Well, I have sort of good news.
You do?
All right.
You bought a bunch of government liquidation.
Lay it on us.
I finally got a supervisor to talk to me on eBay about the vests.
Oh, on the vest thing?
How the hell did you do
Oh,
that?
good.
I was on the phone for 1.5 hours.
Oh my god.
But I finally got a straight answer.
So what was
my listing was taken down because in my description I had this sentence: contains pockets for up to 6 mags for M16 or M4 ammo. And they said the M16 is considered an assault weapon. And that's why the listing was taken down. And they said, if you remove that part of your description, you can go ahead and relist it again. I said, no, wait.
So let me get this straight. If you remove that sentence, it takes a dangerous item and makes it safe. Wow.
Yes.
We could make a whole bunch of things safe by just removing a few words.
Right.
Well, it's a computer that trips it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's probably the ammo thing probably tripped it too.
Now it makes sense. As long as I don't think about it, it makes sense.
So, you cannot have a reference to an assault weapon in any listing you make.
Yeah.
So, I said, now, let me get this straight. If I relist this, I won't be flagged again or have my store in jeopardy. No, you should be fine. Well, what assurance do I have that that I can relist this and I will be fine? And he said, you can use the reference to this conversation we're having, and he gave me a bunch of letters and numbers to write down. So I don't know whether I may wait a while and go ahead and relist it again, but I'll probably wait several months because I don't want to be seen as tripping a flag like bam, 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 2 or 3 times in a row, you know.
Yeah.
And I have other good news and bad news. The good news is I bought 5 more pallets of government liquidations.
Oh boy.
Holy crap.
Oh boy.
The bad news is he has a bunch of M16 parts.
No, the bad news is I bought 5 more pallets of government liquidation stuff.
Where are you going to put it?
I got to hook up the trailer. Oh my God. I don't know where I'm going to put it.
And what is your marital status going to be after you bring it home?
I don't know. I just got kind of instructed that, hey, the carport open to the public in front of the house is getting a little like Trailer Park Boys. we need to maybe move some of that stuff. So yeah.
Storage locker.
Well, at least she was polite.
She's very forcefully polite.
You need a warehouse, Todd.
Yeah, you need a building to work out of.
I know, but no, I'm not gonna. I'm too cheap. I'm not gonna.
Are any houses in your neighborhood coming up for sale?
Can you turn the house into your eBay headquarters?
Yeah, just empty out the house. Just tear out the non-load bearing walls and make a big warehouse out of one of those houses in your cul-de-sac.
Or do you have a back deck that nobody can see?
You have a swimming pool?
Yeah, there you go.
I can empty the pool and just cram stuff in there.
Yeah, just
that.
Build a roof over it.
That'll make Gwen totally happy. I bet she'll be so accepting of that.
Get a bunch of sheets of plywood and paint them sky blue, to put over the top so it looks like water, but underneath the plywood is your secret government surplus warehouse.
So I think, though, that this will be my last trip until the company gets moved to Ritchie Brothers, and I figure out if they're going to be a viable opportunity.
How far away is that?
Well, run with new batteries. That golf cart.
The guy on the forklift said the warehouses are probably going to be in California, maybe Ohio, or maybe Atlanta, or maybe a combination of those.
Huh.
But it did run when the batteries went out.
Val said, I have a big shop building, Todd. I'll take those pallets of government surplus off your hands.
All right. Well, yeah, for a price, we can work a deal.
There you go.
She winked.
Val could be your drop shipper.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll just drag all this crap down to her house, and she can just ship it for me when I sell it. That'll work out good.
For you, maybe.
A lucrative business opportunity.
Yeah, well, I'd slip her a $5 bill every once in a while.
Yeah, remember before you go in business with him, Valerie, he did say he's cheap.
Yeah. Keep that in mind.
Oh, Texas Valerie?
No.
Oh, he's talking?
What? Oh, maybe, yeah.
Is that Texas Valerie that Todd's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those big slide outs.
Oh, it's a water hole.
She got plenty of this stuff.
Yeah, she's got a toy hauler.
By God, that'll hold 5 pallets of crap.
Yeah.
She said we're going to have to make a better deal than that, Todd.
Oh, okay. Well,
she wants a little bit more.
Last time I went in business with somebody, I lost my butt in Amway.
Oh
my
God! Oh, I hate Amway.
Can you buy one of those sheds, Todd, that you could put in your yard? Like one of those metal sheds or something?
That would mean you would have to spend money.
Like the two I already have.
Oh.
Get one of those pods, those shipping containers they drop in your yard. Have them put one of those in. I bet your neighbors will love it.
I bet Gwen would love that.
Todd, if you have them put 2 of those storage containers like 12 feet apart, then you could put a roof across them, and then you actually have a third space in between the 2 storage containers.
Jim, you are so smart.
Yeah.
I got YouTube videos on it.
Valerie said, LOL, no way is Todd putting that stuff in my vacation home.
Pods, let them use it.
You can just have them put the stuff in your building. You could charge them storage fees.
Oh, there you go. You could be like an Amazon outpost.
There you go.
Amazon outpost. Yeah.
Valorie's
big TV. You can watch your assault weapon videos while you're packing your bags or your government stuff.
Oh my gosh.
You could be a real nut job.
So did you get basically the same stuff, Todd?
I got some of the same stuff. Let's see. Let me look at my list here. I got some new pouches that go with some of the stuff I already have. Oh, I got 50 self-inflating sleeping mats, and those have been selling for me very steadily. I'm making $20 a piece net on those.
Nice.
Wow.
I got 50 of them, so there's $1,000 worth of those in this lot. I got a bunch of jackets. I got some John Deere parts.
Awesome.
Let's see. Piston pins from John Deere. I got 87 of them.
Wow.
Well, depending on what they're for, they may be slow sellers, but they will sell.
Yeah. Well,
they're going to be more long tail most likely, but they will sell.
That's
I
fine.
would guess being military, they're probably some kind of John Deere construction equipment like bulldozer.
Yeah.
I got 26 gun cleaning kits.
Oh boy, what kind of? But make sure you put in the description what kind they're for.
Are they M16?
Yeah, probably M16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have to get creative with your wording.
Yeah.
I got 27 fluorescent ballasts.
Are they the long rectangular ones? Like?
Probably. They go with the T12 4-foot bulb fixtures.
I've done really well with ballasts.
I will tell you one thing though, with ballasts, if you for some reason they don't sell or something and you want to dispose of them, do not take them to a junkyard. If they find out you put a ballast in your load of scrap metal, they will kill you.
Yeah.
Wow.
They can get shut down for that.
Well, the newer ones don't use the mercury like they used to.
Yeah, except those junk people are so scared of it. If they see any metal, they freak out.
Yeah, because I bought a bunch of ballasts at that school auction a couple of years ago, and my dad's like, "Oh, stay away from ballasts. They have mercury in them. You're not going to be able to get rid of them." And well, they were the newer style ballasts, so they weren't. But he was talking about the old ones. My husband said that used to have mercury in them, and yeah, I sold the crap out of those. Boy, I loved it. I got them all for like $1, and I ended up selling each box of them for like $100, and it was 100. I mean, it was a whole bunch of ballasts in one box, and each box I had like 5 boxes. I got them all for $1, and I sold each box for $100.
Wow.
Yeah, and they all fit. They all fit perfectly in a medium flat rate box. So yeah, it was great. They were very lucrative.
What else did I get? I got 69 fighting load carrier vests, which are not the same as the green ones that were taken down. I got 31 duffel bags, which those are about a $10 net a piece.
That's all right with multiple quantities.
I got 58 clamping catches that hold down the hood of like a military vehicle. I got 15 vehicle windows.
Wow.
I have no idea what vehicle they go to.
They'll probably have a number on the glass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Morning, Ainsley.
Then I have a vehicle fitted cover. one.
Hmm.
So
Let me get a piece of paper.
Sounds pretty good. Sounds like you got a lot of good stuff.
Hi, Golden Advance.
yep,
Okay.
good. 50 more canteens.
Now, are you listing the canteens on eBay?
I am listing canteens with the cover and belt combination so that I can make a
Do an upsell
yeah. Well, it's kind
or a
of
bundle?
bundle list. Yeah, bundle listing so that they'll sell the canteens. You'd have to put like
40 pounds.
10 in a lot before you could make them profitable. I haven't even tried that. Anyway, so yeah, it's the biggest lot of anything I've ever bought.
Well,
So yeah,
it'll be fun.
Gwen's gonna be super happy. I'll bring it home and she'll look at me and she'll look at the trailer and truck and go, "Where are you gonna put that?"
Yep.
It was funny last night at the auction. I didn't buy hardly anything at that auction. There was too many deep pockets there, but at the end there was this whole line of stuff that nobody bought per piece. And he says, "I'll give it all to you for $3," and then nobody would take it, and then all of a sudden he threw $7 on the table. And he's like, "Here, now you're going to make a profit right off the bat." I said, "Sure, I'll take it for $3," because my husband says, "Take it." And I says, "Where am I going to put it?" He goes, "We'll figure it out," which my husband never says that. Usually he's the one that, "Where are you going to put all this shit?" But yeah, it was like, well, I already made a profit on it. He threw $7 on there and I only paid $3 for it. So.
Exactly.
Which you guys will see in my newest Facebook auction.
I'm excited.
On the Buck Starts here.
Oh, tonight's Lori's auction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Today's Thursday. So
Yeah.
remember that, everybody.
Yeah.
And hers is lots of stuff. Quarter
Live
auction
quarter
sale.
auction.
Yeah.
Who's listing today?
I'm listing. I'm going to go to lunch, and then I'm going to come back, and I'm going to get 30 in today.
I got to finish listing. I took a picture of a bunch of manuals. I got to finish up listing those, and I got some other stuff up here.
And I do want to say, Todd, me, and Tara are going to be on the auction show on Mothership Products channel. It's called the MSP Auction Show this Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time.
And I do not know what I'm going to bring yet. I have to go find 6 items, too.
I think I'm going to put a compound bow in it for sure.
That's,
Oh, yeah, we're going to put in a compound bow, too, then.
Go ahead.
What kind of top are you going to be wearing? What color shirt?
I think I'm going to grab that box of hats, too, I got.
Yeah.
Dwayne will be like, what the hell? Okay, and we have another lot of hats. They knew each other.
It'll be like jewelry jars.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Violet Lemon, don't fight it. Just do it.
Just do it.
Don't fight the urge. Just do it. It's what we do.
Oh.
And I have a watercolor, and if I can clean the glass, I'm going to put that in there. But I have to take it. I have to disassemble it to clean the glass, I think. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Just saying. But it has a Sotheby's sticker on it, so might be a good one.
I have some Applebee's stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna. I might do a lighter lot. I was gonna do a trucker hat lot, but Nikki might have beat me to it.
I'm not gonna do it because you're doing it.
Oh, okay. I think I'll do a Boy Scout patch lot, and then I don't know what else.
So we're doing Boy Scout hats,
Boy Scout patches. I think I'm about doing a lighter lot.
Trucker hats, and a compound bowl.
And a compound bowl. and
don't forget the watercolor.
I had some M16 ammunition vests.
And some high capacity rifle clips.
No, I don't sell those. I don't sell them because it's wrong. I don't sell them because I don't want to give any of them. All right, I got my list.
Yeah, if everybody in America is outfitted for the zombie apocalypse, then yeah, that doesn't leave much of America left for me.
Oh.
Todd, you're not in America. You're in Texas. You're the Republic of Texas.
Republic of Texas. God.
Don't mess with Texas.
By God.
I'm going to an auction
tonight. Hunter's show down there in Texas, Todd. You
what?
You remember that show? It was down in Texas. It was called like American Hogger or something like that.
Yeah.
I used to love that old guy. And then remember he was buying all that stuff on eBay and stuff.
Pipe, yeah, from the Alamo. And it was like a 20-year-old pipe.
Oh man, I used to love that show.
That was actually a really good show.
I
actually liked it.
You can still American Hogger, and it's on. I was just watching on that Pluto TV thing or whatever. It's a free thing where you can get TV. It's called Pluto. And like the Man Channel or whatever had American Hogger on.
Yeah, Crystal Pistol, and I forgot the boy's name, and then the old dad.
Yeah,
he was always like falling down.
I think
and
he got
stuff.
sick. I think is why they ended the show.
There used to be a strip club in Amarillo, Texas called the Crystal Pistol. It may still be there. I don't know. It was there
that's what Crystal's name was. It was Crystal Pistol. And then she'd wear like a pair of jeans that had, with all the shiny stuff on the butt pockets, and they'd be like a pair of pistols.
Lisa is from San Antonio. So you got another Texan in here for you, Todd.
There you go. That's San Antonio is more like northern Mexico, though. I think. No, not really.
Don't say that.
We got somebody from Mexico here too. Todd.
No, I love San Antonio. Went twice a year to band director conventions there for 1,000 years.
I have a friend that lives in Pilot Point, which I think is north of Dallas.
I can see Todd hitting all the strip bars with the band directors convention.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, back in the day, yeah.
Lisa said, hey, and then she started laughing. Mr. Sadie said everything is bigger in Texas, even the eBay suspensions. LOL, I kid, buddy.
Oh my God.
They have their own eBay branch office that runs all of Texas.
I will say they do have more pickup trucks. I thought we had a lot of pickup trucks. I think Texas has got us beat.
Oh yeah, definitely not a shortage of those. when I used to drive semi truck, I loved Texas. It seemed like Texas was built for semis.
Yeah, except for Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah, that's true. I remember this one time I had this JIT load, which was, it's an expensive load that can't stop, it has to go, and they constantly watch you on GPS. It was a whole trailer full of Dell computers, and so it was a very high value load, and I had to find the terminal for the first time in Dallas, Texas. Now our terminal is the freeway goes around the terminal. It's right by the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. And this freeway goes around, but I could never figure out how to get off of that freeway to that terminal. And they call me up. They message me. They're like, "Where are you? We see you're in Dallas. Why are you not here?" And I'm like, "I can't get to you. If I could jump the freeway, I could get to you, but I don't have any wings, so I can't get to you." I was like, and then they gave me stupid directions that did not get me there. So then I stopped at a gas station and to try to get directions. Then they were calling me, bitching me out because I was stopped in Dallas somewhere with this expensive load. And they're like, "Get back to you. Are you with your truck? Blah, blah, blah." And I didn't answer fast enough. They're like, "We hope you did not leave your truck alone," and da, 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 da. It's like, oh my God, And, it's like, give me good direction. They did not have good directions. And yeah, I mean, I could find anything else in the United States with the directions they gave me, but so they must have been bad directions. Well, then somebody else came, I called them and they gave me really good directions and they weren't even close to the directions that I had on the Qualcomm.
Wow.
Like, yeah. And then they were complaining because I didn't get it there fast enough. And I was like, if you would have gave me good directions,
Yeah.
Because that was the thing with those high value loads. You had to follow their stuff exactly. It had to be, everything had to be just so. But yeah.
But if you don't give good directions, then
yeah, what the hell you want me to do?
Yeah, exactly. Can't. There's not a whole lot you can do.
Yeah. But I love Texas. I like Texas. I would never live there, but I like Texas.
Yeah, it's not much fun in July, August, and September. It's just hot.
Yeah.
No escaping it.
Oh my God, I wouldn't be able to handle it.
I've only ever been in West Texas. I remember, particularly, my mom sent me on this bus trip with my grandmother, and they drove through the night, and they got to by the Petrified Forest, which is Arizona, I guess. And they have all these old people on the bus. They're like, "Oh, let's go out and take a look." Well, they're all riding on an air-conditioned bus in left Wisconsin. So they get out of the bus, and I will say, it's the only time it was it was so hot because it was summer. It was like a weight was pushing down on you, like with the heat, and were like dropping like flies. I mean, they're all like fainting and stuff from the heat, and they weren't out there for like 5 minutes.
Dan the Gambler says Austin, Texas has a package bomber on the loose. 2 people already been killed opening their packages. Right after that, the Violet Lemon says, "I want to go to Austin," and then she said, "Oh, maybe not then."
That's crazy.
Oh. Hi, Michelle.
Do you ever want to send a package of dog poo or something to a bad buyer that you still got their return address?
So are you the person I got the bag of poo from? Thanks. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying. Did you ever want to?
You don't get bad buyers, do you?
Hey, Todd. I live in a zero crime place. We have no crime. I mean, hardly ever. Once in a while, a guy will kill some guy because over a woman or whatever. But other than that, pretty low crime. I would at work. This is probably 20 years ago. I'd go to work, And I usually leave my cigarettes on the dashboard of the car because I couldn't smoke in the office. And then I come out at lunch or whatever, have a cigarette. Well, one day I go out to my car to leave work, and I'm like, usually pop a cigarette in my mouth. My cigarettes aren't on the dash. That's weird. I must have smoked them all or something. So the next day, I get done with work, same thing happens. Now another pack's gone. I'm like, okay, this ain't a coincidence. This ain't me being nuts. Off my dashboard because I got it unlocked with the windows open. So I was smoking those Camel Reds. They came in a box. So I had this lab. I took a couple of his nice steamers.
Oh my God.
And put them in that cigarette box.
Oh my God.
And then left it on my dashboard. I go out of work. Well, the box is gone. I don't know what the guy did with it, but that was the last time anybody messed with my car. So.
There you go. That's a good idea.
You can use dog poop as a weapon.
Is it worth it? I mean, you're the one who had to touch those dog turds and put them in a box.
That's what they make rubber gloves for.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like hot dog.
Just if you're gonna list dog food, but don't put M16 in the description.
Yeah.
Mr. City says, "Little other than murder, there's very little crime."
Yeah. You get like the tilted lover sometimes, you know, he'll try to go shoot the rival male.
Double murder suicide. The guy goes, he finds the guy and the girl, he kills the guy and the girl, and he kills himself. It's like it happens like once every, not often though, probably once every 10 years.
Well, you get cabins get broke into.
Yeah,
you have a lot of vacation homes here where they'll sit empty for 6-7 months of the year.
You haven't seen that lately.
Well, I think more people are putting like security systems on them.
When they try to sell it, they try to sell it on eBay and they bust them, and the words got around and kids don't want to get busted. Because it's kids, it's high school age kids or whatever that do it, but our police department has nothing to do, so they investigate this stuff like crazy, and they always catch them.
A lot of white collar crimes like embezzlement up here.
Oh yeah, that you have. I like it when they catch the embezzler. The embezzlers always say the same thing. Well, I was going to pay it back. Well, if you didn't have the money in the start with this, you had to embezzle. When did you think you were going to get? How did you think you were going to get the money to pay it all back?
And they'll get in the hole, 40, 50 grand, Our Ace Hardware right in town, what did she embezzle out of there? It was like 90-some thousand, which is not that big of a hardware store. I can't believe they wouldn't have noticed.
That.
It was over 100.
It was a $500,000 account that they couldn't pay a bill with.
Yeah.
So it's like almost $500,000.
But I mean, it's not a giant. It's a locally owned Ace Hardware. I can't believe that. I mean, it took her like 5 years to do this embezzlement. You would think that somebody would have noticed, like, hey, we seem like we're a little tight on money or something, There's a $500,000. Listen, I mean, it was
a special. This is a family-run hardware store, and it was their petty cash. They had this over the years because they've been in the same family. Carl's grandfather started it. Carl has since retired, and now his son-in-law runs it. But it's been the family. They had this slush account in case they ever wanted to do a big capital investment. They had this money in the bank to do it. Well, what this woman did was she started a business account. It was a phony business.
A phony supplier, because they have like a gift store part of their hardware store. So it was like a phony supplier that Ace was buying stuff from.
Yeah. And then what happened was the son-in-law, he went to go buy something, and he's like, you know what? I'm going to use the slush account to do this. And it was something not very, like a $10,000 thing. And they're like, well, you can't do that. He goes, there should be like $500,000 in that account. They're like, yeah, no, there isn't.
Whoops.
Wow.
She had horses. She had beautiful that white plastic fencing, like looks like 3 boards, but it's that lifetime plastic.
Oh, yeah.
She had that all around her lake house. It was nice. It was some nice.
She's our neighbor. I mean, she lives probably like, I don't know, half a mile from our house. I mean, so her place looked a lot nicer than ours, but we're not embezzling $500,000.
Jeez.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, as far as I know, she's still in the woman's path.
Oh. I remember one time one of Gary's relatives got in trouble for embezzling money, and here she was embezzling money from the family's business.
Oh, okay.
It was her like her brother or cousin's business or whatever, and yeah, she embezzled it from theirs. She ended up.
At least 1 or 2 of those a year in this area, like bigger ones, where I'll say they're over 40,000.
Wow.
Yeah, there was a grocery store here that was here for years. It was probably here for like 40 years. And they just went out of business like 3 years ago. And somebody had embezzled all their, well, the majority of their money. It was like $120,000 or something.
That's crazy.
Wow.
No money's worth going to prison for to me.
But I'll say I'm from Milwaukee. You don't hear about it as much. And you would think because it's a bigger area than where I live now, you don't hear about embezzlement as much there. But up here, like I said, you'll have a couple cases of it a year.
That's because more stuff happens down there. They don't have time to report the investment.
Keep a closer eye on it. I think you have more stop checks and companies down there that it's harder to. Where here
everybody's trustworthy.
A little bit more like trustworthy, or like a good old system where
Yeah, so if you want to start embezzling, move north.
Jeez.
Everybody trusts you. Oops, sorry, Diesel. I just hit him in the head with this compound bow. Oops. Sorry, guy.
So I have a package lost in the mail. Isn't that always fun?
Yeah.
I don't get very many of those, but anyway.
What is it, like the tracking just isn't updated, or it didn't make it there?
Here, let me screen share it here. I'm not going to reveal any weird information, I don't think, by screen sharing this. Where'd it go?
Information.
That's not it. That's not it. Oh, there it is. Departed post office on the 3rd. In transit to next facility. On the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And nothing since the 6th. So, yeah, the buyer's being nice about it. It's a sleeping mat, one of the military sleeping mats, so. Worst case, it'll cost me $12 to just send him a new one.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Did it say 139?
Lost in the mail.
Yeah, there's one $5 last days. But the picture you have is of a ring assembly or something. It's for rings, not pistons. So the box doesn't picture. The description don't match the picture, and the number don't exactly match what's in the box. I'm going to let you look at it.
Well, what am I supposed to say?
I don't know. You don't.
He's like, here, I don't know. This is your problem.
Yeah. No, Jim.
Move, Willow.
Hey, Jim. Jim. Yeah.
All right. Weekly rummage sale.
Uh-oh.
Is it the Lutheran?
Huh?
Are you going to the Lutherans?
Yep.
Nice.
Well, you have a good time, and...
Well, I haven't left yet.
Valerie's saying goodbye and see you later, and
I know she's ready to be rid of me.
I'm ready for some breakfast.
Ready for
Farewell,
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, I'll probably shut it down here pretty quick. get the dogs ready to go outside and get ready for a pickup. And
Where are you going?
I'm going to lunch.
Oh.
Launch.
Not talking to you. My one dog heard you say go outside. She's comes in here like, what? We're going outside?
My dogs are BYE, BYE. I can't say that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Like what? Kind of cold in here. I don't know why, but it feels cold.
Look at this cool pin my daughter got me. Darth Vader.
Oh, yeah.
You got me that one, R2D2, and C3PO.
What kind of dog did you get, Sadie?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna stay awake or let my pill kicked in, so
Sally needs to go get her rest.
Yeah. Probably so.
No show for you.
We'll probably do something this evening, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get your preview pictures up yet there, Todd?
No, I was gonna wait until I had all my items picked out, but I'm kind of stuck. I went like bam, 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 bam. I found like 4 things that would do well, and then I'm kind of stuck now. How many are we supposed to have? 6?
Yeah.
He said 6 to 8, depending on how many people there are. He'd like to keep between 18 and 20 items.
Yeah. So I got to pick
So
a
if all
couple
3 of
more
us have
items.
6.
I'll do that after the rummage sale.
I'll do 6. Hey, Mr. Sadie got a Pomeranian Chihuahua cross. So
Oh, cute.
I love Poms. They're cute.
A Pomchi.
I bet that's cute as hell.
You seen the Jack Russell Chihuahua mix? They are so cute.
The Jack Russell what?
Chihuahua mix. They sit there like
Oh.
sit in the palm of your hand. They're so tiny.
Aw. 4 months old and weighs 2 pounds. Wow. That's tiny.
In your pocket.
That's like having a big, well-behaved gerbil.
It's like one of those like Paris Hilton purse dogs. Remember when everybody's like carrying those little dogs around in those little purses?
Oh yeah.
I used to take Bambi to the store with me because she was only 6 weeks old, and she literally looked like a little hamster. I was afraid to leave her home by herself, so I'd take her with me.
All right, I'm out of here. Bye.
Bye. Fine.
I had a crap load of work pants I could sell in the auction. Anybody want some work pants?
That means I have to
That
work.
means work.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a
I don't want to
word.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some breakfast/lunch. And then since I'm out, I'll probably go and get some groceries. And then come home and list. So listing show this afternoon and list it or ditch it. No. No list it or ditch it tonight.
Lori.
That's Lori. Her auction show is tonight.
On Facebook, right?
Yeah.
It's 7 Central?
7 Eastern.
7 Eastern, so 6 Central.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I think Sally, do you think you'll be up this afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Get it.
Get it.
You, Sally.
Reel it in. Reel it in.
Get it.
Hold on.
I gotta go try to use tough titty in a conversation. Have a great that when I was a kid, we used to say tough titty said the kitty when the tough titty said the kitty when the milk ran dry.
Yeah.
I need that number.
Oh, good. I sold a tankini.
The one I like is from today or from these days is flipping tits. Well, that's a nowadays one.
One that I say to my kids all the time, they get a kick out of his ass, such buttermilk too.
Oh, you have fun with that, Julie. She's off to count 3,000 seeds.
Oh my gosh.
I think I'd sell them by weight.
All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for the day. Hope everyone has a great day, and we will see you all later on. Make sure you click on that little ding-a-ling there. And
not my picture either.
I don't see no ding-a-ling.
And
I see a whole panel full of ding-a-lings.
The little bell.
Oh.
I ding-a-ling. I ding-a-ling.
Yeah. Mr. Sadie likes that one too.
There you go. Yeah, we'll see y'all later.
Bye everybody.
Bye.